Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video, we're going to be going over the top free-to-play and top pay-to-win team as of right now for ILLUCIA and STOMPER Titan Reaver. Now, in order to get all the rewards, you need to hit 750 million damage, which is a little bit difficult. However, hopefully these teams will allow you to do that. Now, personally, I've done testing for a free-to-play team only using Freyasto as a Celestial Hypogean because I know there are people out there who don't have the twins and don't have Rainier, and I wanted to give them an option. So the team that I ran, and that is actually what we did, we got 934 million with it. However, we have like a completely maxed out account. So I did get someone to test it, Metal, on a more average account, and he got almost 750 million damage with it. Even with the one copy Velka basically boosted to Mythic. And so it is looking promising. I will have the formation IDs when we cover the team, so don't worry about that. Okay, so we'll begin with the free-to-play team. And just to explain it, these are going to be the team formations. You're going to have main Freyasto in front of Sinbad, Illusion in front of Mikola, formation ID if you want to copy it, and Sonya buffing up Sinbad and Mikola, and Kruger in front of Sonya. Now for this team, it will be important that you have your Sinbad built up, like Mythic Plus or above, ideally plus 10 exclusive equipment. That is going to allow you to get a good score with the team number 1. And team number 2, this is going to be a team using Odie and Lily May as damage dealers. Velka will be buffing up attack speed of all of them, and Coco will be giving her charm bonus to the Shakira with the Blade Summon artifact. These teams, now, you're going to need a good level of investment in them in order to get the 750 million damage. However, if they're all Supreme plus 10 exclusive equipment on most of them, that matter, you should be able to hit 750 million, and that is the good thing about this team. So the team number 1 is going to use the Harmonic spell, and team number 2 is going to use a Blade Summon artifact. Both of them are considered to be the top artifacts for this Titan Reaver, so you want to make use of them. Okay, we're going to go right for it. Let's see what happens. So the way that I came up with this team number 1 is I looked back at the top team options for Hell difficulty of ILLUCIA, and the overall best free-to-play version was using this team, basically a team without Rainier at Mythic Plus. And so I was like, okay, let's go for this team and let's test it with the different artifacts, because Harmonic and Blade Summon are both good, and I found that Harmonic was doing better on average compared to Blade Summon artifacts. So that's how I came up with this team. The team number 2, it was kind of like I used the leftover damage deals, which a lot of people have left, which are Odie and Lily May. And I tried to put them in a position where Shakir could buff them up with his aura, because I think Shakir plus 10 exclusive equipment is also a very commonly built up hero. So yeah, this first team is good. The Freastos having 2 bodies on the field is going to buy more time for your team, because they can both be transformed into a cat. Sonya deals good damage, Sinbad deals good damage. If you have their charm upgrades, it can be even better. So 500, bit over 500 million on team number 1. This team is really good, and this team can work even if your Velka is at 1 copy, because she's mainly here to buff up your team. And look at this, now Shakir is buffing up 3 other allies apart from himself. That's increasing his attack buff, and that is going to and that is also going to ramp up Odie's and Lily May's damage, who are your key damage dealers here. Potentially you could replace Coco for some other melee hero or some other hero that would have some bonus damage contribution, but it would have to be a Mauler hero to get the factional synergy. That would be, and I think also Coco gives you some survival, which is important. The main problem is it's really your team doesn't clear the Yeti cell quickly. It goes down really slowly. Yeah, I think looking at this, you're gonna probably need Coco, because otherwise, even right now, I think Odie, whoa, that Yeti cell just disappeared. But yeah, Odie can have trouble surviving, so Coco is probably a good option, because we have no healer here, but Coco functions as kind of like a pseudo healer because she gives a life drain buff onto your allies. So yeah, and there's going to be RNG involved. You can do multiple skip runs. There are infinite runs that you can possibly deal, and this is going to be like, overall this score is going to get almost 900 million, but like you guys saw, we got 934 million in our overall top score, so that is the RNG element of this team. So definitely give it some runs. Maybe you can just break the 750 million needed to get all the rewards, and then you're done. Now, if you're talking about a pay-to-win team, the overall top-found pay-to-win team, it was actually come up with by the community guide themselves. And again, we will have the formation ID in the lower left corner. So this team is using the twins. Now, you can use the twins even if they are 1 copy, just having them at Mythic, because they'll be boosted up to Mythic for the Titan Reaver. That will be usable here. But again, the team number 1 is using Sinbad and Sonya. Sonya buffing up Sinbad and the Elijah. Kruger for defense debuffs, and Mikola for buffs, and Harmonic spell. Team number 2 is going to be like, this is the problem with this team, is this is a really good team. However, it's using Rainier Mythic Plus, and I think there are people out there who will not have Rainier Mythic Plus. However, definitely you could do some mix and matching. For example, like if you have the twins, you can try running this on team number 1 and get a really good score, and then on team number 2 with your leftover options, you can just put together a good team in order to try and, like, basically the team that we ran with the Velka, that would have been fine. Yeah, that got up to 400 million, but for a lower investment, it should get up to 300 million, which is still a good score. Okay, but this is the overall, as of right now, top performing team. And again, there's going to be RNG involved in it. Both of these two bosses we have are considered to be the high RNG bosses. ILLUCIA is the overall highest RNG, at least in the regular Dream Realm. And STOMPER has RNG. It's historically always had high RNG. So twins are very strong. Just the key points to keep in mind: your twins can try, you can run them even at Mythic upgrade. They don't need to be Mythic Plus. But key heroes like Rainier, he's not going to be useful before Mythic Plus. So just the Mythic upgrade is not enough. So that's the things you have to consider when you are building a team. Like if a hero is really dependent on their Mythic Plus, then you'll have to have them there, otherwise you should just not run them. But look at this, like this team number 1 is getting so much damage, and then it just completely carries your, it doesn't really matter as much how well your team number 2 does, because you've gotten such a high score on team number 1. But hopefully with these different options, the pay to win and free to play teams, you will be able to get up to your maximum rewards, which are 750 million. And even if you can't, like, the other breakpoint is just getting the final round of dust, because that is really the most important resources, getting all of those crimson essence to craft your charms. I consider that to be more important than getting some twilight essences, because a lot of people realize this, and this is the sad truth, which is that you're going to be so limited and bottlenecked by the temporal essences that twilight essences, you will rarely ever have an opportunity to use them. And like so free-to-play players, they really don't even have heroes to give twilight essences to, and that's why it's not as valuable a resource for them. So this is a good team, but Lily May is not in an ideal position. I wonder if this could be changed around, because Shakir is on the right side, as you can see here. I don't think this was RNG related. And we could probably position in a way to have Lily May end up in Shakir's aura on the right side, and that would just be more value. Because from this position, it looks like she might be in the aura, but she's not. I'm pretty sure. I believe she is not within range of the Lupine's aura from this position. Yeah, I don't think she is. So that's 534 million on team number 2 in total. That is going to put us up to almost 1.3 billion damage. This is a good score, but there's definitely room for improvement. We're going to keep trying to do some runs, and I want to try to optimize the positioning of the team number 2. Honestly, if we just put Lily May here, she will then run up into the position to be buffed up by the Shakir. She doesn't need the damage reduction from the Festo illusion. So I'm gonna try skipping runs and see, do we get a higher score in team number 2, or is it just RNG related? Yeah, we get a higher score. Yeah, this is much better. Like, as you can see, it is just gonna allow for a more optimal positioning of Lily May. I think that is the team I'm going to recommend. So I'll change the formation ID. If you copy the formation ID from the lower left corner, you're fine. But if you copy what popped up on the video, then that's wrong, because we're gonna have to change this. Okay, guys, that is going to be 99.99%. I have to actually look at my records to watch a replay of the team I actually want. So let's see the Stomper. Now Lily May, yeah, and she's just going to walk all the way up. I think that should be optimal. She's in range to be buffed up by the Shakira. So this is probably the formation that I would recommend. And definitely if you do more skip runs, you have a potential of getting an even higher score. But just make sure if you're running these Shakira teams, try to optimize it so that all of your damage deals and as many heroes as possible actually are within the range of the Shakira aura. That is really important. So let's go ahead and just change this. So we will save the new formation. Okay, so we'll call this a final pay-to-win team, and this is going to be the formation ID, but it would be in the lower left corner, so if you copied it, you're fine. So anyway, guys, hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully using these teams, you can get all the rewards needed. But that is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys are not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, smash that subscribe button. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Let's hit it before the end of the season. Also, guys, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. I look forward to chatting with you guys there. Thank you for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.